evening. This is Michelle from the Very Chubby TV, and welcome to another edition of my movie review. This time, it's a 1997 movie by Julia Roberts entitled My Best Friend's Wedding. So, I guess for all the girls and people my age or a little bit older, this film is very, very popular or very well known during our time. I was only 17 years old when I first watched this movie. It is actually the first time that I went out of the movie theater alone because I don't have anyone to go with me that time to watch this film when it was shown in the theaters, and so I went alone, and that's why this film is very, very memorable to me. And when I saw it here on the Netflix, it's so it's just so lucky of me because this movie will only be available until the 31st of July only. Only a few more days to go before this content will be removed from the Netflix menu. And so that, guys, I was able to watch it again. And then when I was 17, and when I first watched this movie, the only thing I understood about the movie is that the best friend is having a wedding. That's all. And then the the woman best friend was trying to break it apart. That's all. That's all there is that I understood with regards to this movie. But it's just so happened that when I got to watch it again now in 2019, a few more days left until it will be finally removed from Netflix menu. I was able to have the chance to watch it again. It's only then that I realized that it's only now that I completely understood the whole movie. In fact, it was surprising to me and really, really funny when I understood that the other friend, the other guy friend of the character of Miss Julia Roberts in this movie is actually gay. At first, I didn't know I didn't know he was a gay man. All I know is that he's a best friend the kind of friend who you are very comfortable with, hugging, kissing, things like that. So the relationship of their characters was completely platonic, yet very touchy with each other. It's only now that I realized that the other character, the other best friend, the man best friend in the movie, is actually gay. And then I'm just happy. It goes to show that uh, my ability to understand things has really improved over the years because uh, when 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 I was 17 in 1997, only a fraction of this movie that I can say I understood. I just watched the movie because everyone was watching it, but actually I didn't realize that I didn't understand completely what is happening in the movie, the real plot, the real score in the movie. It's only now, but again, my thoughts actually is that this movie was, of course, meant to be funny because during the late 90s, rom com like this one are already very lucrative during those times in 1997. It was like uh, the John Lloyd Bea Alonso film, that kind of movie, rom-com, the feel-good movies, just like what Star Cinema is making, romantic comedies in the 90s, in the late 90s. This kind of films are very popular, and so yeah. Actually, the plot was very simple. It's just like what is happening in some Philippine movies, wherein there are two best friends, and then the other is getting married, and then the other one was kinda feeling that she's left out or he's left out, and she got jealous, and then things like that, and wanted to break the marriage the planned marriage apart. Very popular kind of plot, but of course, we are not actually meant to copy this kind of scene in our life, because in real life, of course, this doesn't really happen like as it is. Like when you fell in love with somebody, and then you realize that he or she is getting married, and then you try to break them apart, and then after everything, it will just be okay in the end after a few minutes. It doesn't happen. That really don't happen in real life, because in truth, if there are kinds of dispute going on between couples about to get married, it is most likely that the marriage won't push through. It happens all the time, but like again, this is a fiction movie, and it was never meant for us to copy what they try to do in this movie. And of course, in real life, when you try to break the wedding apart, I mean, when you are about to get married to someone, and then you realize that you don't want to marry them at all, and then you just go to them and then tell them we will not push through with the wedding and everything, after all that is being spent already, after all the time being wasted. That is not actually what will happen if you do it in real life. You will actually be slapped with civil lawsuit, and that is not ideal, to be honest, because you will be really punished for doing that, if you plan to do that in real life. It only happens in the movies, wherein the marriage is not pushed through, the wedding was cancelled, that the couple, or the people involved in the dispute will actually forgive each other in the end, and they will like sing a love song or dance like that, just like what is happening in this movie. But in real life, no, guys, there's nothing like that. It's not gonna happen in real life. But then again, the vibe of this movie was still the same way back in 1997. I still have the the killing. Yeah, we call that killing. And then there are those factors still present, and then it's still funny, actually. And of course, Julia Roberts will always be a very adorable and very, very, very pretty actress in Hollywood, the prettiest one for me. I really like her very, very natural acting, and like I said, she's not so pretty. She's pretty, but not that kind of pretty, like not like goddess like pretty, like that. But of course, I would really love it for if I will get to see another Julia Roberts movie, something like this. But I think maybe Julia Roberts by this time is already in her 50s or maybe mid or late 50s. But then again, she still will look good in this kind of movie. Maybe the kind of romantic comedy fit for the 50s or the 60s people. That kind of movie. So I guess it will still look good on her. So again, before I think I already like this movie, like, guys. Like, hello, I like this movie so much when I was 17 years old. Especially that scene when they sang the Diana King song, Say a Little Prayer for You. Things like that. That is actually one of the most memorable scene in the movie. And before, I think I would rate this movie like 5 stars. 5 being the highest. But now, when I get to see it again and I understood better, I realized that the plot and the theme of the movie is so much like the movies I've watched in the Philippines, in the Filipino channel. So right now, I give this only 4 stars, but it's not bad, right? So again, guys, for all of you girls and people my age who love to see this movie again, you have a few more days because on available this movie is only available until July 31. So if you have the Netflix subscription, do watch it like right now if you want to watch this again. But then again, if you have if by the time you see this review of mine, and then there's nothing more there in the Netflix, so there are a lot of platforms wherein you can get a copy of this movie. I suppose there will be in Blu-ray, in laser movies, in torrents, I suppose, and then I don't know, maybe in the YouTube YouTube channel, you can also find it there. So there's nothing to worry about. Again, guys, for people my age and for people younger than me, or maybe by now they are in their teenage years, I guess, guys, this is the best time to watch this movie because Julia Roberts until now is still popular. So go grab a copy of this movie and then watch it. It is like the kind of movie that you want to watch over and over again with your friends, with your family, or alone with your popcorn. So I would still recommend for all of you to watch this, My Best Friend's Wedding, starring Julia Roberts. So once again, thank you for another edition of this movie review of mine. Right now, I'm having this weird penchant of trying to dig movies from the 90s. Last night, I started from movies, from old movies. Not really that old. Just movies from 2010, and the other one is I think from 2012, and then this one from 1997. So I think I would be watching more of movies from the past. So that's why I'm giving maybe if I find another content here in the Netflix like 90s movies like this one, I will give you my recommendations and my review. So guys, once again, thank you very much for watching, and then please don't forget to like and subscribe this channel, The Very Chubby TV, for more of YouTube reviews. TV series reviews, movie reviews, and who knows, maybe gadget reviews if I have a new gadget soon. So please do watch out for that. So again, thank you very much, and take time to appreciate my content, please. So for me to be able to reach that goal, to have, to at least to have a solid audience in my content. So again, thank you very much once again, and then all the same, love your families, love your friends, stay positive, love your pets especially, and then love the person you are with right now. And again, good night. Thank you very much. Bye bye.